This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, good evening, Wendell. How are you doing?
Everything is good. And what about yourself?
Okay, very good. Welcome to the session one. In this session, we're gonna start from unit one that it's has a title of Pygmalion. It is because of the time that we didn't have enough, so that's why that we're gonna start from
Hmm.
2 minutes, okay?
Okay, no worries.
The purpose of this session is just to identify main ideas and details on reading comprehension. Okay, you have different
Okay.
activities to do in this session, but here this session is gonna be short because I brought just some questions according to the reading. I don't know if you have been reading before.
Um, sorry. Can you repeat that? You were breaking up.
Okay. Uh, as the unit four says, Pygmalion, I would like to listen to you. What do you understand by Pygmalion? Have you heard it before or
Oh no, I haven't heard that. I'm not familiar with the term, but given that we are at a drama class, I assume that it's some kind of the name of something like
okay?
um a play or something. Yeah.
Pygmalion is a play, okay? It's a play that was written in 1912 by George
Hmm.
Shaw. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
read something about the ambitious flower girl. So you told me before that you haven't read yet the reading that we have here.
No, it doesn't show like oh yeah, I see it here. No, I have not read the rating yet.
What about this that is on the screen? We have, let me see. We have the scene number one that it's related to the ambitious of flower girl. It's related to a girl that has the same title, says she was so ambitious,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
We're gonna read just some paragraphs to identify who was that flower girl.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes, I see that. I also have it on my computer.
Can you read a little bit from the beginning?
Sure. So it says, rating scene one, the ambitious flower girl. In this scene, Eliza Doolittle goes to the house of Professor Higgins because she has on her own. I'm sorry. Because she has heard that he can make her speak like a lady. Because Eliza is ambitious, independent, and on her own, she has learned how to take care of herself. Life on your own isn't easy
Okay,
anywhere,
we're
but in
gonna stop
London,
there. We're gonna stop there. So
oh,
something
okay,
important at the beginning that it says that Elisa Doolittle wants to go to the house of the Professor Higgins because she has heard that he make her speak like a lady. So what do you understand for that? So how is she?
well, based on these little information we're given about Elisa, she's going to the house of a professor, so somebody that is well educated. So when it says that he can make her speak like a lady, that means that he can teach her manners, we can say, or even
Mhm.
some vocabulary, because she may have like I would say a very informal way of speaking, and um, based also on the I would say context, right? So we're talking about 1912. So there are like huge gaps between the economic classes, I would say, or
Mhm.
economic status. So not all of them would have access to education. Therefore, they will have like a more it's like nowadays, like maybe she has a street language, so to speak, right? Yeah, that's what I understand. So she wants to improve the way of speaking. That's why she's going to the professor's house, so she learns how to speak like a lady um from that time.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty nice. We're gonna read it, just let me see what it is. It's because of the time, because we only have 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna read from this. The flower girl, please.
Okay, let me look that up. So what page is that? I'm sorry, let's see.
The flower girl. I want to be a lady in a flower shop instead of selling at the beginning.
Let me check. I'm sorry, I can't find it. Let me see.
You
Yeah,
can see
I'm looking at, like, yeah, I'm looking for it in the
in the platform.
let's see. Oh, in the platform, because
It's
I'm using the. Oh, I already got it. So
it's
yeah,
the
it
page number
says
four, number
flower
five.
girl. Right, I found it. So it says, the flower girl. I want to be a lady in a flower shop instead of selling at the corner of Tottenham Court Road, but they won't take me unless I can talk more genteel. He said he could teach me. Well, here I am, ready to pay, not asking for any, well, not asking any favor, and he treats me as if I was dirt.
Okay. What is the answer of Mrs. Pierce?
So it says, how can you be such a foolish, ignorant girl as to think you could afford to pay Mr. Higgins? So the flower girl says, why shouldn't I? I know what lessons cost as well as you do, and I'm ready to pay.
Okay. On the next paragraph, we have the flower girl that says, now you're talking. I thought you'd come off it when you saw a chance of getting back a bit of what you chucked at me last night. You had a drop in, hadn't you? What do you understand by chucked,
Wait,
according to that paragraph?
right. So it says, now you're talking. I thought you'd come back. A bit of what you chugged at me last night. So basically, something that he has told or thrown to her. That's what I understand by chucked.
Okay, okay. That depends on the context, you
In the
know,
context.
because in English
Yeah.
there are many words that you can find different meanings, or all depends on the context.
Right.
And what about you had a drop in?
You had a drop in hand. You it seems like he was drinking something. In the context, it looks like she's referring to like you had some alcohol, or something like that. So as if he had drunk alcohol.
Okay, okay. If you see, this is like a conversation that they have, right?
Right.
Where we have different characters. Let's see this. Reading Pygmalion play. Did you find it?
Okay. Let's
Reading
see what page. Oh, okay.
Pygmalion play.
Yeah, Pygmalion play. Yeah. Let me switch.
At the beginning, I
Okay,
asked you a
I got it now.
question, what is Pygmalion for you? And you told me that you didn't have any idea about it.
Right.
So here, as you can see on the screen, says that Pygmalion is a play that was written by George Bernard Shaw, named after a Greek mythological figure. It was first presented on stage to the public in 1913. Okay.
Right.
So what is the play about? If you can see on
Oh,
the second paragraph, the play talks about an ancient Greek mythology, right? that is called
Right.
Pygmalion, that fell in love with one of his sculptures, which then came to life. The general idea of the Pygmalion was a popular subject for Victorian era British playwrights, including one of the chosen influences that was W.S. Gilbert, right? This person wrote a successful play based on the story called Pygmalion and Galatea. So when George Bernard wrote Pygmalion, there was another story written before that was called Pygmalion and Galatea. This one, the first one was presented in 1871. So, do you think that Gilbert or yeah, George Bernard was inspired by Gilbert on his own play?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because in the same paragraph, it says that it was a popular myth. So for the Victorian era of British playwright. So that must have been the inspiration for him to write. Um, I'm not gonna say his version, but another story for Pygmalion. So yeah, I would say that yes.
Okay. Have you read before some of them, or it's the first time that you hear?
Well, this is the first time that I heard about Pygmalion, so I haven't had a chance to read about them.
Okay, we're gonna see here something. Let's see. Here you can see the pictures that it's related to the Pygmalion. You know that that is a play. We have different scenarios. As we were reading at the beginning, it says that this one, the scene number one, right?
Right.
So Pygmalion probably has four or six scenes. Let's see the plot. Let's see the plot. George Orwell claimed that the central plot of Shaw's play, Pygmalion, is left out of Peregrine Pickle by Smollett. And I believe that no one has ever pointed this out in print, which suggests that few people can have read the book. Probably they think that it was boring, the book, but at the beginning, at the end, it was not.
Right.
Here you can see, let me see here. Okay, this is the actor number two. We have, this is one of the parts of the play that they were playing. And let me see something here. We have the actor number three. Okay, we are not going to read this because of the time as I told you before, okay?
Okay.
When you got time, please read about this one, because remember that in this virtual class, you will have different activities, different exercises relating to the reading comprehension that we have here, and they have a timeline,
Okay.
right? A time depth.
Right.
Have you been working on it, on the exercise?
Uh, Not yet. Yeah, I just got the chance to look at the message today, so I haven't really had the chance.
Okay, this is the first time that you're taking a virtual class or not?
Right. This is the first time. Yeah.
Okay. You know that probably you got some idea when you're taking some classes virtually, and the exercises are on the platform, they have a specific date for ending. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't work on the right time, the exercise will be closed.
Okay.
Okay, please work on that.
So they
Let's see
have
some
a
questions.
deadline.
Sorry.
So they have deadline. That's why you're
Yeah.
saying, right? Okay.
Let's see this question. According to the short paragraph and the short information that we have been reading. What can you tell me about what is this play about? The Pygmalion.
Yeah, so it seems like, well, based on what we read, it is about a girl that is trying to improve, I would say, her life, I would say. So
Elisa
even
Doolittle, right?
her status,
Her
yeah. So Lisa
ambitious.
the little, that she that's right. So she's trying to learn how to speak, because on the second part, what we read is that she said that she doesn't want to be treated like I mean, she wants to be a lady in a flower shop, instead of sitting at the corner of a road. So I assume that that must be some kind of a crowded place, that is dirty, that people, maybe there are animals. So she wants to work at a different place, in a nicer place, such as a flower shop. So that, and then she looks for someone to help her. She's willing to pay for the help that she's going to receive. In this case, that would be Professor Higgins. So she's, willing to move forward, basically, to learn how to properly speak, so she can get a better job.
Right. And what are the main ideas of the story?
Well, that Elisa is trying to learn how to speak like a lady, to get a better job. I'll say that those are the main ideas.
Okay. Can you tell me some characters that you could identify while you were reading?
Yeah, so in that case, we actually read three of them. So we have Elisa, which is referred as the flower girl.
Right.
Um, Also, we have Miss Spears, which it really doesn't tell us a lot about her. Just that she told her that she wasn't ignorant. That apparently she assumed she didn't know how expensive Professor Higgins' classes were. And also we have Professor Higgins, that um, Professor Higgins and her, Lisa, they seem to be like the main characters of this play so far.
Right. When you got time and you read the whole reading, you will find that we have another characters like Alfred Doolittle, and
Hmm.
you're gonna realize if Alfred and Elisa are siblings or probably they are married. We also have the Mrs. Higgins. You were mentioning that Mrs. Pierce, right?
Right.
We have the Mrs. Pierce, Mrs. Higgins, Professor Henry Higgins, Alfred
That's
Doolittle,
right.
and the flower girl, which is Elisa Doolittle, right? What do you
That's
think?
correct. Yeah.
The writer of Pygmalion was George Bernard Shaw, right? What what do you think that is the message of the play Pygmalion?
Right. That's right. Maybe that. I mean, if you put a little of effort, you can improve your your condition. I would say, so far, based on what I've read, I would say that that would be the message, that you can overcome any um difficulty in life if you start working hard. That's what I
Mhm.
would say right
Yeah,
now. But I may change my mind, as I learn more about the play.
yeah, that's right. Sean gives the message to one needs to differentiate between reality and the fabrication in the face of life's real problems. Yeah, that was the message.
Hmm.
Okay, if you can
Right.
see, if you can see here, we have some practice exercises regarding to the reading comprehension. We have another videos about the effects of Pygmalion, the vocabulary prediction that they were
Mhm.
using on the reading, and all those exercises are gonna be assessed for your final score. As I told you before, please check punctually, because if you don't check in the right time, probably those exercises can be closed. Okay.
Okay.
And the last question, how was this first session for you? It's not related to the reading. No, okay.
Right. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's something different, and it's I would say more effective, than being in a classroom. As right now, I have access to everything I need, like the material, and also I'm able to communicate with you at the same time. So yeah, I would say it's very interesting and productive.
Okay. Okay, very good. The next session is gonna be on Friday, okay? Just for this week.
Friday.
Next week is gonna be just
Okay.
on Monday and Wednesdays.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So is the meeting link, is that going to be the same, or will it
Yeah,
change?
it's gonna be the same one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Good night, and study on the exercise that you have on the platform, and see you on next Friday. Okay. March 10th.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Bye
I'll
bye.
talk to you on Friday. Bye bye.
Okay. Okay. Very good.